everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Football from Gaming Hero, and today we're playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today, we're gonna be ultra buffing Warrior Princess, or Warrior Princess Bubblegum. Fairly long name, I know, but it's gonna be a little bit weird because she herself doesn't do most of her damage. So basically, I'm not sure if giving her damage buffs or stuff like that boosts her sentries, because she summons candy archers, gumball soldiers, helicopters, and like even her ability, it's a giant laser beam. So I'm not sure how much of that would actually be buffed by trinkets and stuff. So honestly, it's a little hard to tell. This was important because this increases the number of allies she spawns. This gives camera detection and range, which is pretty big. 40 sword is just generally good, no matter what. The rest of these we have to change, because the rest of these are not very good. Just in case, this actually does give +3 damage, like when we're buffing, if someone with Call of the Gem is nearby, so we have to give Call of the Gem to someone that we don't actually want to be doing damage. We'll have to make a couple of changes to the party. Who actually had... Oh, Marshland's Call of the Gem. Okay. Oh, no, Marshland has to be nearby. Oh, well, Marshland has to be nearby anyway, so yeah. Marshland can keep Call of the Gem, because we need Marshland to have Call of the Gem. But yeah, so I'm going to give some damage buffs, but I think I want to focus more so on attack speed, because, quite simply, I think it's going to be more important. We do not need you. We do not need you. All of these things we're gonna... Well, we simply don't need them for support. Basically, I'm rebuilding some builds, because apparently some of them are messed up. I don't exactly know why, but they are from something or another. It's not always obvious what. Tree trunks, cutlass, that should be good. Jake's fine though, right? Jake, what do you have? I steal you. Do they count as allies, do you think? The sentries, nearby allies. I don't know if they count as allies, because if so, this could be really good, but for the time being, not going to use that. I think that's us just about good, though, in terms of more generalized support. One last thing is that Jake needs the Warhorn. But then it's time to actually give some buffs. First things first, I think we've got to do this. We have to spend a lot of Cosmic Essence to actually upgrade Warrior BB, because, well, she's nowhere near leveling up without our 41 Cosmic Essence, because that's right, I think it was actually 41 Cosmic Essence, which is, it's a lot. Level 7 though, Gumball Guardian activates a devastating laser strike from the Gumball Guardians. That sounds super cool. I still wish it just summoned a Gumball Guardian. It could still fire a laser, but it'd be cooler if it just summoned one. But what are you gonna do? So yeah, first things first is Baker Shard. 100% want Baker Shard. Next, I'm gonna give Heart Gauntlets because it gives damage and and attack speed. That works for both. Beyond that, like, I could give a lot of damage. I could give a lot of attack speed. I could give a mix of both. I think I'm gonna do a mix of both. So we're gonna give 2 ones that give +2 damage, and then we'll give one more. Actually, no, we're gonna go for Cosmic Gauntlet, and I think I'm gonna go for Baby Tooth. Or do I? Baby Tooth. Yeah, the last one's gonna be Baby Tooth instead of another damage trinket. +3 damage, it's not great, but it's not horrible. I think that's more worth it. So we're actually going to steal this one from Sam, if I can find her. Sam. There you go, Sam. Baby Tooth, we need this for the time being. Another 20% reduction on ability cooldowns because, I don't know, her last upgrade's an ability. And honestly, it's really hard to tell what buffs will actually be beneficial. Plus, you do have to keep in mind that at least one buffing. This will count as plus 3 damage as well as 20% attack speed, so that's a pretty big deal. But honestly, I don't have very high hopes for her. It's hard to know, but I don't think she'll be all that impressive on home, because even if you think about how the character works, it's basically designed to have help. It creates an army. So that doesn't mean that it needs an army to be good, but it means it's better qualities. Obviously, one of her best qualities is more allies for everyone and cheaper allies. That's basically her best upgrade. So, you know, I'm not saying she'll be bad by any means. I don't think any of these characters at this point, at level 7 and stuff, will actually be bad. I just don't think she'll be all that powerful. One question I have pretty early on, so this is actually interesting. Do any of you know the game Fruit Ninja? I'm assuming you do. It's a pretty famous, popular game. I think it's new, but I'm not sure if it's actually all that new. It got a sequel, Fruit Ninja 2, and I recently started playing it, and I was interested if any of you would be, well, you know, interested in a video about it. I think it could be fun, so just let me know if you would be interested in seeing something like that, because I thought about it, figured I would ask you before doing so, and, you know, might as well. Though I suppose that might ruin the surprise a bit, but surprise is not that important. It's what, you know, you guys want to see. I also want to say thank you. I missed the mark a little bit, but for 300 subscribers, I almost forgot that we weren't actually there last video, because we're already at 315, which is so incredible. Like, I remember on the last time I uploaded, which I think was Sunday, I uploaded, then went for a pretty long walk, like 2 hours, something on lunch, came back, and, well, I checked YouTube, and I just gained 8 subscribers while I was on a walk. So that was pretty crazy, and that pushed us over 300, and then Monday I didn't upload, and today 315, so pretty nutty. But I want to say thank you to all of you guys for that, because it's a pretty big deal, and walking ever closer to my goal for January, which, in case you didn't know, was 333 subscribers, exactly a third of the way to 1,000, which really, 1,000 is the biggest milestone, because, in case you didn't know this little secret, that's when YouTube will decide whether or not they want to monetize me. Basically, at 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, but I mean, we're already more than halfway towards that. YouTube will take a look at your channel and be like, hey, are you advertiser friendly? Do we like your content? Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I'll have too big of an issue with that. So, yeah, that would be a big deal for me. Potentially start getting some money, maybe even the ability to buy some premium characters. We'll see. But that would be pretty cool. That's a pretty big deal. I have no idea what it's going to look like, or if it'll happen anytime soon, but that's a general exciting goal, is 1,000. But 333, a third of the way there, is a big deal still. And, obviously, goal for the end of January, we are not even halfway done, and it's looking more and more likely that we will be finished this goal before we're halfway done. So that's incredible. I mean, if you always want to go past the goal, I'll never be upset about that. Anyways, so Warrior PvP's doing decently right now. One thing I just realized, I'm restarting. I didn't give Lead Pop power, so I'm going to restart. Give her Lead Pop power with the... I can't even give Suit Monkey Visor, can I? Why did I just restart? What gives Lead Pop power? Okay, so I've probably done this like 3 or 4 times now. Be like, oh, panic, I forgot, doesn't have Lead Pop power. Can I just say, I really wish Suit Monkey's Visor worked for melee attacks. Why is it only range attacks? Seriously, why? So, in case you're wondering what I did nothing. Basically restarted. We're now set back a couple of rounds even still. Plus, I've been on my own for a little while. And basically, my thinking is this. A, pretty sure Candy Copter is in at the very least for laser beam attack of Lead Pop power. And worst case scenario, if we lose to DTs, that's around 69. I don't think she's making it there anyways. But for basic leads and camera lead and that stuff, I realized ability and I believe Candy Copter, so we should be fine. That's honestly the main reason. If it weren't for that, I looked over actually all of the premium characters recently, because a lot of you guys have asked me which one I recommend. I'm sticking with it, and I always say, Tuxedo Jake, because his one upgrade makes all towers pop all balloon types. Trust me, it's so nice, especially if you're doing challenges or something like this. Which if you want to make the game more fun, you kind of have to. Oh, first lead balloon. The copter can't beat it, okay. Jake then. Jake has lead pop power, right? I have no idea if Jake has lead pop power. Well, we beat it, so basically here's my answer. I really thought that had lead pop power. Instead, we're going to save for Gumball Guardian. I don't think we'll have it in time, so to fix that, I'm going to drop something else to deal with lead balloons. They don't even get camera detection from her, really? Okay, this is ridiculous. For buffs, obviously, when we're doing buffs and stuff, I can give other camera detection stuff, but for the time being, honestly, here, Wizard Lords dropped. Pop the lead balloons. See, this is why I'm saying that buffing really won't work very well for her, because apparently nothing gets affected by it except her sword attack, which really is not enough. So basically, we're left with, I'm gonna drop Wizard Lord for now, because lead pop power. Not that, and I'll probably just have to, honestly, I'm gonna drop him back here, because for the time being, I'm just going to have to keep buying and selling him because Gumball Guardian's a ways away. I don't even know how long the ability will be up for, but this is sad. Her upgrades really should give camera protection to everyone and not just her. It's really sad that they don't. And also, Candy Copter, you should have lead pop power. And we're dead. Continuing, minus 5,000. This is so ridiculous. Like, so incredibly ridiculous that this is actually an issue. I'm buying this. I don't care. 5k of debt. That's really cool. I'm not sure if that canceled out because of the round ends. I hope that's the case, because that was pretty cool and pretty powerful looking. But now that we have no lead pop power because the ability's down. And it's a really long ability cooldown. And she can't even have camera protection because she's dumb and doesn't give camera protection to anyone. And then also, she doesn't have lead pop power, so that's pretty dumb. And then we have to rely on this laser beam that lasts 5 seconds. So we're going to use this again, but if this dies, I'm just going to say solo for her doesn't count. Because she just can't be buffed. Or honestly, the solo death round will be 28 because leads. Look at this. The ability's not even up in time, so we're still, I guess, cheating technically. I'm doing this for like 2 more rounds to see if this ability lasts longer. But after, we're going to use this ability one more time, see if it lasts longer, see how it works. But then I'm switching over to buff because this is just sad. Okay, that's really cool. It fires this giant laser beam, but it lasts for 2 seconds, and then it's gone, and the ability cooldown is like 2 minutes. So even if that's ridiculously powerful, this just isn't going to work. So in case you're wondering what we're going to do, we're resetting and starting buff. So solo, whatever you can say 36, you can say 28, you can say whatever you want. It's kind of sad regardless. She didn't do a very good job. But now, I guess for buffs, for lead balloons, really, it's just going to be relied on that other guys will deal with it, other towers. DT's she's definitely dead too. We're going to use decamo stuff to give her that minor advantage, I suppose. And for anything else, just keep in mind, this tower is clearly not meant to be buffed. If this does not show it, then I don't know what does. Do not buff Warrior PB, it doesn't do anything. No camo, no lead, no damage, no attack speed. The towers themselves are good. So this is actually, I'm going to rephrase this. If you ever have to do something without trinkets or weapons, use Warrior PB, she's very powerful. If you have trinkets and weapons, she's still good, but don't give them to her because it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your resources as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to start with buffs because I want to. And I don't know, I don't really care enough to not. We're going to do you over there and then lock in place. Sure, let's drop Jake. I could give attack speed, I guess, with water nymphs, but I'm not even going to bother with that, because I don't think it'll walk and it'll alter positioning, which doesn't matter a ton. It still matters a little, so I'm just going to ignore it. I don't know, I find this kind of sad and disappointing, to tell the truth. It just is. It's sad and disappointing. No other way to describe it. And, yeah. Her damage count is a lie, too, because it doesn't take into account the damage her sentries do. So ignore the fact that these towers already have decent damage compared to her. She has more than 500 damage, it's just only her sword damage counts as her. Basically, her entire unit, as far as the game is concerned, is her sword attack. Even though she creates an army and that's all of her actual good properties, she's a way better, like, because she doesn't even work like how, at least that I know of, she doesn't even work like how, Engineer does in BT6, where if you buff the engineers, it counts. I don't even think it works like that. It's really ridiculous, and it does not make her very good for this challenge, but we're gonna buff her anyways, because why not? It might still be fun. Probably won't be as fun. Probably won't be a very long video, because I have a feeling she's gonna die pretty quickly, but we're gonna do it anyways. And then we're gonna plop down you, Mr. Dr. Monkey. Hope that you're enough. We're also gonna go for Shoko, because, I don't know, in case more DETs leak. Plus, I guess, yeah, that's the main reason, in case more DETs leak. We're gonna leave on strong first. I wish I had another one to put at the back, but do not. Let's actually upgrade our good friend Warrior PB, so she's actually doing more stuff. And then we just wait, because that's sort of all we can do. I'm a little disappointed, really, because I thought this could have been really cool to have Super Warrior PB, especially if it worked better. But the fact that none of them transfer over just makes it a little dumb, and just not very strong or worth it, so, yeah. Don't buff Warrior PB, that's basically the lesson of this, but we're ignoring that lesson, because it wouldn't be much fun. So, that's basically my excuse. Her laser ability it's still cool. Maybe it does insane damage, maybe it's an OP bad balloon killer, I have no idea. I kind of hope we make it to at least round 60 so I get to see, because I feel like it's very possible her ability's still good. But if not, honestly, when you get Warrior PB to level 5, just stop, don't bother going to level 7. The trinkets aren't worth it. Like, the extra trinket slots are not worth it. Her ability, so-called, probably isn't worth it. When you get her to level 5, stop, focus on PB. I kind of wish I'd done the same looking back at this, because PB actually, at level 5 she gets money making, and at level 7 she actually gets more damage. And explosive damage, you see that? She has camera protection, and when I see explosive it makes me think lead. So she can probably actually pop DETs too. So don't make my mistake, go for PB before Warrior PB. Yeah, get Warrior PB to at least level 3, if not 5. But then you really do have to go with PB, because Warrior PB doesn't get much more from leveling up past that. I don't know what a level 10 special ability is, if you're curious. I don't really know what it is. It might be important, but I don't think so, because the only ones, I did keep a general idea of which ones were important. I know FP's Flame Princesses made her fire 2 fireballs, really big deal. Max fired 1 more shot. Ice King got immunity to white and zebra balloons, that was pretty cool. And then the last thing, or one of the last things I remember, is that Super Monkey gets his like heroic aura upgrade for free. PB is pretty cool, she gets almost like corrosive new effect, which is pretty cool. And I don't remember anyone else's ability, which means they were probably pretty boring, like starts with this upgrade, or has +2 attack speed. Yeah, some of them they didn't care too much about, which I guess makes sense, because most people probably don't care too much about those upgrades. Anyways, Monkey Stim. Laser Beam. That was interesting. Looked like it, though I could be wrong, might have been 40 sword. It pretty much looked like it just one-shot the Moab there. That's my only hope at this point, by the way, is that her level 7 ability is going to be nutty and just one-shots everything. I don't have high hopes for it, but it's totally possible. So I'm going to save it now for the BFB, because the cooldown, even with half ability cooldowns, even with Baby Tooth and Cosmic Gauntlet, is a very, very, very long cooldown. So I have to wait on that. Anyways, how was your day today? My day's been pretty good. No reason in particular. I'm still tired, but I don't know. I'm tired a bit, but pretty good day. Nothing went too wrong. I had a very delicious lunch today. actually, when I was talking about Sunday, when I said I went on the walk and got lunch, I actually got this. I got a sandwich, sort of a sandwich. So it had falafel, cucumber, tomato, and hummus. Pretty basic. If you don't know what falafel, I hope you know what cucumbers, hummus, and tomato are. If you don't know what falafel is, it's basically like chickpea, which is a vegetable. I feel like explaining this, you guys will be like, yes, we know what chickpeas are. You don't have to explain that. But in case I do, we're actually gonna die to fortify. Did not think I need to use that ability, fortified lads. But it's like chickpeas mashed up with like some spices, tahini and stuff. Deep fried, basically. Super delicious. Really love it. It's a pretty healthy meal too, considering, you know, it's a deep fried. Could definitely be a lot worse. That was really close to killing us. Yeah, it's deep fried, considering that definitely could have been a heck of a lot worse for you. Ability. Okay, that did really good damage to the BFE. Wasn't too insane, but still really good. But anyways, yeah, falafel, that sandwich thing, one of my favorite meals. Got it from Ava May, if you know what that is. If it's where you live, I have no idea. I have no idea how big it is. I think it's a pretty big thing, though. We almost died to that lead balloon. This is so sad. I really wish I got PB instead of Warrior PB, but it's a regret now. I will just have to... Can't change anything now, but hopefully you guys will change it if you haven't made the mistake already. You can learn from my mistake, hopefully. I know I keep going back to the falafel, but it was really good. I really loved that meal. One of my favorite lunches. And that might have been why I was in a good mood today, or better mood today. That I know I had that. Looking forward to. If you've never tried it, you might not like it. So I'm going to let you in on a bit of a secret. You might not know this, because thinking over what I've said, it doesn't really sound like it. I'm a very, very, very picky eater. Or at least, I used to be a very, very picky eater. I'm a lot better now. I eat more foods. But I used to be a very picky eater. I basically decided that I wanted to eat and try more foods. So I did. I think most of my pickiness wasn't that I found everything taste gross. Well, part of that. I think that's part of it always. But, Doom of Destruction Laser Beam. You're targeting the wrong balloon. You targeted last. She's not targeted to last, is she? And guess we're trying round 59 again because her laser beam decided to target last. Yeah. Let's give her attack speed. Don't know if that changes anything. Attack speed, laser beam, deal with the lead balloons, please. It's not even dealing with the fortified lead balloons. Why is this such a big issue? Phoenix. It's totally gonna... We still died. Never mind, I guess we lose on 59 because of the issue. The all-powerful, the unstoppable fortified lead balloon. But yeah, anyways, I used to be a picky eater and I started eating more foods. Mine over matter, I guess. Wanted to try more foods, so I did. And basically ignored the fact that I thought they looked gross or something like that. Because trust me, falafel, at least from the inside, it literally looks like green mush. Not the most appetizing appearance, texture, whatever you want to call it. But it tastes really good. Heavily recommend it if you want to try something new. Don't try to make it yourself. You can, but it probably won't go very well. I recommend buying it from a restaurant of some sorts. Plenty of places sell it, but anyways, please consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad makes my day. It's super nice, and I really do appreciate it. Getting us towards 333 subscribers. And once again, thank you all for 300 subscribers. That's a pretty big milestone, too. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have an incredible day. Bye! Also, one last thing. Don't forget to let me know if you want to see Fruit Ninja 2. Anyways, once again, bye!